time, Mr. Bieber was present. He was cooperative. He was not arrested. There was another arrest for felony narcotics violation unrelated to this investigation. That was not Mr. Bieber. If there's any questions, I can take them at this time.
Is Mr. Bieber still under investigation, or is he completely clear from any involvement in this incident?
We collected evidence regarding this investigation that we will analyze. We haven't had a chance to analyze it yet. And at some point, we either will take it to the district attorney or he will be exonerated, but the investigation is ongoing.
At this time, though, just to clarify, he has not been exonerated from this incident yet?
He has not been arrested, nor has he been exonerated.
Lieutenant, can you tell us about the substance of that case? Was it in fact eggs, or were there other things involved?
There were a couple other things involved, but it was a vandalism case that involved eggs. But the amount of damage brought it into the felony section, which is why we did a search warrant.
Can you help explain how eggs could bring it into the felony section?
If the felony section is regarding the damage that was done, and this was regarding the damage done to the house, and there was that amount of damage done to the residence.
You were looking for surveillance video today?
That was one of the many things we were looking for, correct.
Okay, was everybody cooperative in the house when your deputies arrived this morning?
Yes.
Sorry to see what it was like this morning to start the morning.
Mr. Bieber has security that we contacted. Mr. Bieber was in the residence with some other various friends that apparently had spent the night, and everybody, including security, was cooperative.
How many eggs did he throw? Are we talking about a full dozen or like 6?
Somebody did get arrested unrelated to the investigation of why we were there. It was a narcotics violation.
Could you tell us who was arrested?
Correct.
Who was that, sir?
I believe it was cocaine, and I don't have his name. He was an adult, but he was an adult, but he's being processed, and so until that's finished, I won't have his name.
Bieber connected to that cocaine at all?
He was not connected to that cocaine, other than the gentleman was staying at his residence.
Why does a vandalism incident rise to this level of concern, even though there was a threshold for a felony?
The felony comes from the dollar amount of the damage. And this residence sustained a great amount of damage that easily achieved the felony vandalism section.
My question is, why does a vandalism case receive this level of attention from the lieutenant in charge of the Detective Bureau or the Sheriff's Station?
Well, it's a felony crime. I get that it was done with eggs, which makes you feel that it's a lower level crime, but a felony crime is a felony crime, no matter how you admit it. And this crime rose to the felony section, and a judge signed a search warrant saying that we should go and get evidence related to the felony crime.
Schocklein Ei gegen deinen Kopf, du hässlicher Eierkopf.
The damage, I believe, was from the eggs and the damage that the eggs caused to the residents. The investigation is ongoing. Again, he was not arrested nor exonerated at this time. The cocaine, I believe, was in plain view of the deputies when they were looking for the other evidence.
Sir, can I ask you, Mr. Bieber, you said was questioned. Can you give us, not the details of the question, but how long did it take? Was he questioned by one officer? Was it by other people? Was he alone during the questioning?
I don't believe Mr. Bieber answered any questions at the time we were there. I believe he'll probably do that through his attorney. So I don't have any information related to his question.
So as far as you're aware, he was not questioned there?
As far as I'm aware, he was not questioned other than during the search warrant, the normal questions that we would ask the resident.
Which would be like what?
How many people may be in the house, or what doors are locked, or such stuff of that nature.
Lieutenant, what kind of evidence is listed in the search warrant affidavit that could help with an investigation that involves egg use?
Well, I mean, you could be looking for any number of things at that time, so I'm not going to release what exactly we were looking for, but obviously it doesn't take much of a stretch imagination to know that security video in these times help us with a lot of things.
How many officers, how many patrol cars responded, and why did it seem like so many were needed?
I believe there was probably almost a dozen detectives that were there. And the cars probably numbered about 8 to carry that many up there. And in these types of situations, we don't know what we're going to confront. Mr. Bieber, of course, is cooperative in most cases. However, we don't know who's staying at the house, and we don't know who may be under the influence of anything. And so it's always better to err on the side of safety, and I went along as well, just to be one of the numbers. And again, we did contact 7 or 8 people in the house, so I was thankful that we had 12 detectives.
Do you videotape the house, the exterior of the house?
We do. We videotape our entry and our exit from the house and anything inside as well as the house itself.
Was the house in question next door to his? Where's the house?
Yeah, it's a next door neighbor, yes.
Has there been a history of friction between Justin and the neighbor?
That I really don't know at this time.
What exactly was the damage to the house and what's the estimated amount?
I'd have to get the exact amount. I know it was in the thousands of dollars, and we only need 400. The damage was to the exterior, the front exterior, pretty much the entire front exterior.
So Steve made fun of me when I tried to ask this question earlier, but I've never dealt with this kind of a case before. I don't know if you have.
I have.
Can you match eggs found in a refrigerator, for example, in a ambulance?
I would assume that that's probably possible. That's really not our focus at this time. I think most all of us here probably have eggs in our refrigerator, and we're not going to do that. We were looking for other things that would put him or anybody else at the scene. He didn't give us a statement or talk to us regarding this at this time.
At any time were attorneys for Mr. Bieber present in the house, though? Were there counsel there at any time during this investigation or search?
There was not any counsel there, just members of his security detail, and I'm not sure about the visa question. That would be for the State Department.
The tenant officers with them during the execution?
That I'm not